Welcome to Sports Talk with the Jersey Guys, where we do nothing but sit around, drink beer, and talk about sports. I'm Mike Miller, joined by David Hesselfeld and Mike McConville.
What?
A little too much beer. Just a little.
bit.
Shut up! Kick you in the face.
Yeah, your light can't get up.
Okay,
high.
can you? Yeah, we can't. That's what I was thinking. Wow, really?
And,
Flexibility.
Wow! Retrievable ammo.
If you throw enough things at point blank, eventually it's gonna hit something, right?
Fuck you!
In this episode, we're going to talk about the NCAA Final Four. For those of you who don't know, number 4 seed Louisville is facing the number 1 seed Kentucky, and number 1 seed Kansas is facing the 2 seed Ohio State. And I believe that's this weekend. I think Saturday.
I don't know the days, but I know it's this weekend.
I know it's this weekend. Basically going to break down our picks for the Final Four. Mike, you want to lead us off?
All right, in the Ohio State game, I think the team that'll come out of that. I think Kansas is gonna come out of that because it's too dominant. Yeah, them shooting 46% and 46% from 3-point range, and the field goal percentage being 75%. Those are all really good.
Yeah.
Yes, Ohio State, really good defensive team. I mean, but they weren't really shooting that well when they played against Syracuse, which isn't really it. With them having Fab Melo out.
And Syracuse
not
is
really
a defensive team. They're more of an offensive.
But when Fab was in there, they were a little bit more defensive. When they were against Syracuse, they shot 41%, 30% from threes. But granted, they didn't have many three-point shots. They just were in the paint. And they were 74% from the free throw line, which is pretty good. But, yeah. And then with Louisville and Kentucky, Kentucky's not a three-point team at all. They don't really shoot it at all from three-point range. They'll throw up a few, but,
Just keep them honest.
Exactly. Their free throw percentage could be a little better. They're against Baylor, not real good team. For free throws, they were 30 of 34, 68%. Granted, it's good, but it's not, it's not in the 70s where it should be. From in the paint and 2-point range, they really need to, 53%. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than Ohio State. So, but if it comes down to Ohio State and Kentucky, I'm taking Kentucky all the way.
Yeah.
But
So is that your finals, Ohio State, Kentucky?
I don't know. These teams are really matched up well. So
They're all good defensive teams.
I want to take the upset and say it's going to be Louisville and Ohio. But honestly, Kansas and Kentucky are just way too good. The in-state rivalry between Louisville and Kentucky. I mean, both teams are going to play really hard. Louisville's shooting 45% from in the paint, 37% from threes, and 80% from the free throw line. So if they can get to the line, I think they're going to keep this game really close. So I think it's going to come down to a buzzer beater in both games to see who really wins.
Possibility.
I mean, but if you're making me choose two teams, I'd have to take Kentucky and Kansas.
And who wins out of that?
I'm gonna have to say Kentucky. They're just a better team overall. Yes, they're coming out of a weaker conference in the SEC. Wasn't that strong this year, but
That's true.
Their team is just all around better.
Okay. Who you got, Dave?
I have to admit, I haven't did much with the NCAA this year, so.
My research?
Yeah, you gave me all the numbers and everything just by what you blabbed through. But I want to see the upset. I want to see Louisville go all the way. I really don't care who else wins on the other one. It's most likely it's probably going to be Kansas. Okay. Because from what I understand, I heard that they're a really good team. They have a really good offense, really good core, gel right there. But I would love to see Louisville because since when have you seen a number 14 win? You know, and I would just like to see the bracket just totally be busted.
Yeah.
You know, I would just like to see a number 14 sit there and go. It would be nice to see I mean, it just kind of shows when they do these rankings and stuff like that they are pretty much almost spot on the ones and 2s.
They are.
You know,
I
And
will give them that for college basketball. They are good.
they
at
are
the
spot
rankings.
on with the ones and 2s, and as closely as some of these teams do play each other, somehow, some way, those ones and 2s always seem to prevail. You know,
That's the thing. If you make it into a tournament,
Mhm.
you know, this tournament, you're a very good team.
yes,
It's just there's some teams that are great teams in this tournament too.
Yeah.
you know, but it's that's
I
why
wouldn't call teams down from I'd say like 48.
Do you have any idea
60.
how many Division One schools there are?
there's
like
a lot.
300 something.
Yeah, there's
a
a
lot.
lot. I mean,
So to say you're
they-
one of the top 68, it says you're a good team.
yeah, you can at least make it into the tournament. Then it says something about your team that can at least get it to that far.
Mm-hmm.
You may not go past the first round in the tournament, but you got there. It
That's
gives a little
nothing-
pride to your team,
And that's
especially
nothing
for
to hang your
teams.
head on.
No, especially teams that don't get past the first round or have never been in it before.
Mhm.
To get there, that's great.
Kind of sucks though we didn't have that Cinderella team that we had the past couple of years with
Yeah.
with
Well-
Butler the last 2 years,
Yeah.
VCU last year.
I mean, VCU made a little bit of a run this year, not too deep.
But come on, Butler isn't really a powerful team.
No.
They made the championship game the past 2 prior seasons. So I mean, to them
a lot
to
of the
completely not even
upsets-
make the tournament this year.
Well, they went through a lot of changes. They lost some guys on offense. Just a lot of shooters. Their defense wasn't that well. So
I just want to see a
understand why they
number
weren't that
14
good.
win, just to say, in my lifetime, I've seen a number 14, win, because if they keep the same format and the same people, whoever, are still
I'm
making
pretty sure if you do
picks.
your research, you'll see there's some number 4s. That
Oh
win.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
but-
there has been.
But
But
not
not
in my recent memory, then it would just be nice.
So who you got win the finals?
My upset, Louisville. I want to see him win. I just want to see that upset.
How do you say it? You say it Louisville or Louisville
Louisville.
or Louisville.
Louisville.
How they say it down there? It's
Yeah.
Louisville. It's Louisville.
Ah,
Well,
Tomato, tomato.
I used to live in Indiana, right, and all that stuff.
Tomato,
so-
tomato, my finger up your ass. Never.
all right, that
What?
was
His finger up his ass. You heard it here. All right.
I think I'm gonna call my employer for sexual harassment right now.
What employer?
I mean, that's right. We don't have a boss.
No.
We are our own boss. With love.
Strap on.
Oh, God. Oh God.
Just so you guys know, we'll now be accepting the applications to fill his spot.
Or his spot.
No, his spot.
No, his spot.
He'll be in jail.
This
I
is
just
was
want
my
something
idea.
to fill the hole.
This
That's
whole
all
thing
it
is
is.
my idea. So we're filling your spot.
So you're gonna edit this out, right? Put this in the bloopers part.
Yeah,
All right, thank God. But I think the Louisville Kentucky game is probably going to be the best game out of these remaining 3 games, and I've got Louisville winning. You can call it an upset if you want, but Louisville's a very good team.
Yes.
I think the 4 seed may have been a little bit low for them, but I just
Well,
think
come on, you make the
Rick
final 4. Of
Pitino.
course, you're a good team.
Well, I just think Rick Pitino is just an amazing coach. I mean, he's been to Final Fours in the last 4 decades. He's done this. John Cal's done it too, but he doesn't have quite the experience that Pitino has. And Pitino's team has been together longer than John Cal's team is. You saw last year Cousins and Wall left, and it's just not the same team. They're
That's
a
why
good
some
team.
people. That's why some of the experts don't think Kentucky will win because they're basically a freshman-based team.
Yeah, I mean that's how they've been for the last 2-3 years. Ever since John Cal took over,
But
they've been young.
You gotta look at it. In 2008, that's basically what Memphis was. Memphis was a freshman-based team, and they won it.
Well, yeah, I mean
It could happen,
it could happen. I just think Louisville's going to beat Kentucky, and I've got Ohio State beating Kansas defensively in a defensive game. I'm thinking this game could be lucky
A
to break
snoozer?
50.
It'd be a snooze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, game's
turnover
over.
here, turnover there, turnover. Look, they scored a point. That type of game. There's just two really good defenses with Kansas and Ohio State. I just think Ohio State will prevail because really, sure they were a 2 seed, but no one really had them coming this far. Not a lot of people had them coming this far, especially knowing they had to go through Syracuse. I don't think a lot of people had them make it to the Final Four. Out of the 4 teams that are in it, Ohio State's probably the biggest surprise to a lot of people making it this far.
I don't think so.
I'm saying out of the 4 teams, I think that's a bigger surprise than Louisville.
I don't know. It's kind of
But
like.
but they were 2 seeds, so people expected them to go further.
I just said
The
that. I understand
experts-
there's a 2 seed, but I think a lot of people felt they had a harder road to get to the Final Four than anybody else, than any of the other
To the
3.
the other 3. Yeah, considering probably a lot of brackets, they probably didn't have
Mhm.
Ohio State in it. Okay, and a lot of other brackets would have Louisville in just because they're probably a 4 seed.
Yeah.
They didn't think the 4 seed would be able to get that far.
Damn you, Tar Heels and Duke.
So, I've got Louisville and Ohio State in the Final Four, or the national championship. I think this will probably be a good game, but I just think Louisville has all the momentum. I think Coach Pitino's going to win another one.
If it's Ohio State and Louisville, I think it'll be Louisville.
I think Louisville's going to
I
win.
want Louisville to win, but I think if Kansas gets in there, I just don't think Louisville could probably overpower Kansas.
Well, that's what we got on the Final Four. See you next time.
Make sure you catch us our next episode. This is Sports Talk for Jersey, guys.